Democrat councilman blocks ICE detention center, quickly realizes he made a big mistake by Dom, the Conservative Politics U.S. News for MadWorldNews.com. A Democrat councilman was participating in an immigration protest when he decided to use his body to block ICE officers. However, it didn't take long for him to discover that he had made a huge mistake. As the left becomes more extreme, liberals find themselves forced to choose between siding with the deranged fringe activists taking over their platform or denouncing the radicals and distancing themselves from the violence and vitriol. Although many have wisely decided to join the hashtag walk away movement and abandon the cannibalistic left, for more conservative values. While certain Democrats have warned that such extremism will further divide the party, prominent political officials are actually justifying and inciting the harassment and violence the very vocal minority inflicts. Fortunately, these increasingly radical leftists are not only exhausting themselves with ineffective protests, they are finally facing the consequences of their actions. After uniting with the radical left, Democratic Los Angeles City Councilman Mike Bonin, who has relentlessly condemned President Donald Trump, is beginning to realize that we are a nation of laws, no matter how much he and his ilk wish to dismantle our legal system. Fox News reports that while protesting President Donald Trump's immigration policies and demanding the abolition of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, Democrat LA City Councilman Mike Bonin was arrested by the LAPD for physically blocking the entrance of an ICE facility. Footage of the zip-tied councilman being frisked was posted to Twitter with a caption confirming that others have been detained for illegally prohibiting officials from entering or exiting the building. LA City Councilman Mike Bonin is arrested with 16 other protesters for blocking the entrance to the LA Metropolitan Detention Center. The protesters are fighting for the abolition of ICE and an end to detention centers. Images and videos of the small yet vocal demonstration flooded social media. Protesters waved signs and shouted slogans demanding the dismantling of ICE. At least 18 illegal demonstrators in total, including Rabbi Jonathan Klein, were arrested by the LAPD for blocking the facility, according to KTLA. Although police officers warned protesters that they were engaging in an unlawful assembly, far-left extremists continued to demonstrate, calling for the dissolution of the federal law enforcement organization and all detention centers. Despite offering no replacement for ICE, the progressive left's only visible solution seems to include the release of all illegal immigrant detainees, prohibition of criminal illegal immigrant arrests, and open borders. The government is putting children in baby jails and internment camps, Bonin told reporters before his arrest. Our government is inflicting knowingly intentional trauma upon the most innocent and most vulnerable. The White House had said Democrats share the blame for the crisis at the border. Trump signed an executive order last month aiming to end family separation. Bonin did not elaborate on particular policy proposals he would like to see. Pressed for specifics, Bonin spokesman David Graham Casso told Fox News that the councilman would like to see the federal government not ripping babies away from their mothers and not putting families in internment camps. That would be a start. Mike Bonin, kidnapper-in-chief. Donald Trump is not returning the stolen children, stolen, mind you, to their family. He is evil. Like, look at the idiots here. As an American, I'm appalled. As a father, I'm sick and angry. When government rips kids from their parents' arms, opens baby jails, and throws families seeking asylum into internment camps, our common humanity is at risk. How does a parent not risk arrest? Families belong together. So another idiot. Even after Trump signed the executive order to keep families together, Bonin admitted that it wouldn't stop him from continuing to advocate for the abolition of ICE. Later, he took to Twitter to laud his own actions as a form of patriotism and love, adding that Americans must oppose authorities with our voices and with our bodies. The left continues to devolve into a whirlpool of derangement and barbarity. On June 28th, Democratic Rep. Pramila Jayapal was arrested by U.S. Capitol Police and charged with unlawfully protesting in front of the Hart Senate office building. Over 500 demonstrators were arrested during the Women's March for illegally protesting while calling for the abolition of ICE. Jayapal later issued a statement on Twitter declaring that she is proud to have been arrested because she believes that temporarily detaining illegal immigrants during the vetting process is evil. I'm proud to have been arrested with them to put myself in the camp of people who believe that the United States is better, Jayapal said in a video on Twitter. This is far beyond politics, Jayapal said. This is about right and wrong. We have to stand up and we have to put ourselves on the line. By demanding the dissolution of ICE, these radical leftists are endangering not only American citizens, but the illegal immigrant children crossing the border. They ignore the fact that many of the adults claiming to be the family member of these children are actually human traffickers, which prompts the necessity for temporary separation. Disturbingly, 80% of women and girls are raped by human traffickers and drug cartels while entering the U.S. Because the left refuses to gain a handle on their radical activists, they are losing supporters of their cause. A mass exodus from the left is underway, and these extremist politicians are only further dividing them into the arms of the right. Yeah, I would agree with that, but also they're getting so unhinged. I mean, it is like unbelievable. Do away with ICE. So who's going to enforce the law there? And so open borders, they're absolutely out of their minds, you know, what they're looking for. Well, he's getting shipped off to the paddy wagon. Whatever. You know, he's just another idiot.
I'm going to ask you to give him some more space.
Yeah, well, there's not too many people. But, you know, you cannot block and not allow the officers going into the building. What, how many are there? About 200? If there are 200. I think there are maybe 50. But whatever. It's disgraceful. Well, enough is enough at this point, you know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.